Without further ado, Circa Million Contest Beast winner. A name that I see on the top of the leaderboard every year in jealousy. River Monster. Hold on here. Let's bring you. Boom.
Oh,
yes. What's up, River Monster? Andre, how are we doing, buddy?
Good. How about you?
Good, fantastic. You're looking good, but what a show you got there. You got the jacket on with the logos, which you wore for your collection. I love that.
Right here.
You got the Circa Million check behind you.
Yep, right here.
I love a novelty size check. That's fantastic. Now that was for coming in 5th place, right, in the contest a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was from Circa Million 5. So we came in 5th, then Circa Million 5, and then the past one, Circa Million 6, we came in 98th overall. So
no, back-to-back cash, just bank.
Back-to-back cash is on the Circa Million. Yep.
That's incredible because that's an extremely hard contest because of. I mean, what was your record? You have to go like 70% almost just to get that kind of numbers.
So in Circa Million 5, we got a 59 out of total points.
Yeah.
And then this past season, we got a 55.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, also the look. The commenters are loving the look. Jim McMahon sunglasses. I'd say cool mode D. It's a nice fresh look you have there. Am I supposed to be hiding your identity, Maury Povich style? Do I have to alter your voice at all? By the way,
if you want to.
No, I'm just kidding with you. I love having guests that be like, listen, last thing, I'm like, do you have any social? No, do not plug this. Don't say my name. Don't say nothing. Just get it in there.
That's only fun for singles, so I stay away from that.
So you've been playing this contest for 5 years, you said?
Yep. I started Circa Million 2. That was my first season. I did the first 2 seasons by myself. Pretty decent. I didn't cash. So my 3rd season in, I was like, I got to switch this up. So just thinking about it, I'm like, look, I'm going to try doing this with a partner. So I hit up my Uncle Dave. He's into football like I am. I'm like, hey, you want to do the contest with me? He was like, hell yeah. So we teamed up. First year, we did pretty decent. But then the past 2 seasons, man, we just been on fire. We work really hard on this contest. It's like having a second job. It's very time consuming.
I love it. So what do you do? Like 2 picks each, and then you agree on the 5th one?
No, the way we do it is, I mean, we take all week to, we both gather as much information as we can, and then we come up with about our top 7 picks that we like. And then what we do is we wait until Saturday morning, right before the proxy deadline, which is 9 a.m. West Coast time. So we'll talk at like 7:30 in the morning, so we allow enough time to talk about everything. So we both have about 7 picks, and if any of them match, those automatically get put in. So like on average, I would say we have about 2 to 3 that we match up on, and then it's just kind of a struggle getting those last couple picks in. And those initial ones that we match up on, I got to say we hit like 90% on those this season. Those are straight fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like kind of those like runoff ones that like we're kind of iffy on. That's kind of what made the difference this year. A couple of those, if it would have went our way, I mean, we would have cashed big time. So
sure,
like, a little bounce here, a little bounce there. You can't control the game. So
do you look for dead numbers at all? I know that's a contest strategy.
Yeah, I do, but that won't change my opinion on a game. Sometimes I'll even go against it because I know everybody's like, oh, I'm getting great value on this. And I know like the herd is going to be on that. Like that'll be the top 1 or 2 picks for the week. So sometimes we try to avoid those big like herd picks because if you're with everybody, it's not going to work out great. I mean, I think on the season, I don't even know if the consensus picks hit 500 on the whole season in Circa Million.
True. 100%.
So try to stay away from that stuff. But one thing that I do, it's kind of one of my secrets. I don't know if I should say too much about it, but what I do in the summertime, I'll go to the sports book, usually like William Hill or Caesars or whatever, and I'll ask them behind the counter to print me out the whole entire season because they already create the lines in summertime for the whole entire season, week 1 through 18. They already have the lines out for the whole season. I have them print that out, and then I always reference back to that to see how much the line has changed from before the season even started to the actual current line. And it's crazy, man, how close they are on most of those lines, even before the whole season starts. I would say maybe like 30-40% of those lines that they invented in the summer are the lines that you get game time, which is crazy. But you can find value that way too, because what happens is week to week, one team, you know, they'll play bad, and then everybody's like, oh, I can't bet on them again. And then the line it'll do a crazy swing movement, and then you got to look for stuff like that, you know. So
nice. I like it. Well, thanks for the secret from the home supply. Give us the look ahead line situation. Now I want to ask you about the Super Bowl, but real quick, I do have to ask about that novelty check too, because I love the novelty checks in general. And I know they do the check presentation at the D, I believe, that night. And then what? You walk on Fremont Street with that thing? How big is that thing? Did it get mailed to you? Is that a carry on? How do we transport this check?
Can't carry it on. That's what sucked, because I flew into town for the ceremony, and then damn, how am I going to get this home? So I was like, they're like, oh, just go to the concierge, you know, they'll set you up, they'll ship it to you. So, I mean, this thing's pretty huge. It's probably like 3 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah.
See it in Happy Gilmore, you know, that kind of deal.
Absolutely. I couldn't even fit you in the thumbnail. Is it heavy?
No, it's light. It's made out of foam.
All right.
Yeah. So
but you certainly can't bend it.
It showed up all beat up when they shipped it to me. I was a little disappointed, but it's all
yeah.
Memories, you know?
And now I don't want to call anyone out, but I know you brought in your uncle as a partner, which I always love bringing an uncle in as a partner in any business. You bring in an uncle as a partner, and isn't he still waiting on his novelty check? We got to get this done.
Oh yeah. So when we went to the concierge, you know, we both wanted a check, and they're like, "Oh, no problem. We'll print out another one. We'll ship it to him." He lives in Illinois, so they're like, "Okay." They took down all our info. We paid, and we had to pay extra $400 to get the check, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't show up. So he's still a little bummed. But I told him, I said, hey, when we get the next big one, I'll let you keep that one, because I got this one. So, and when we just won a couple weeks ago, they called me from the casino. They're inviting me to the party and all that. They're like, you know, then I was asking them, like, are you going to give me another big check? And they just started laughing, like, nah, we only give that to the big dogs. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll just hold on to that for me, and I'll grab it next time I'm out there. So
I would love a big check for a little amount of money. That was my goal, to min cash or even get a couple $100s in a chop situation, but have an enormous check for it. I want the check to be more valuable than the money it's written out for.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about some Super Bowl River Monster. The line just moved actually today. It's now Chiefs -1. It was 1.5 all week. Total of 49. So it's a pretty clean number. -116 money line I'm looking at. This is on my bookie, and total 49. What are your thoughts coming into the Super Bowl, Kansas City, Philadelphia?
I mean, you're not going to like to hear this, but the Chiefs are doing the three-peat, bro.
Yeah, well, and that's in the script.
In the script. I mean, I'm going to root a little bit for the Eagles, but if I was walking the sports book right now, I'm throwing down stacks on the Chiefs, bro.
It's so sickening, and I fear you might be right. What I hate about this Chiefs dynasty, and like I feel like we owe the Patriots an apology, because at least the Patriots were jerks and they knew it, you know, and they played the role as those assholes. The Chiefs want to be your best friend, you know, like and they do the commercials and they want to be all buddy. Like, no, that's not how this works. We hate you. We hate the refs that you get calls. Get out of here with this. So, but you're right. It's hard. How do you not take Mahomes that low? I'm going with the Eagles, of course. But what about any props you want to hit up on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I did some digging over the weekend. Just something to like sprinkle a little bit on. I was trying to think outside the box a little bit.
We love outside the box.
Yep, I would throw a little money on Kelsey for MVP.
Okay.
If he gets 2 touchdowns, there's a good shot he's gonna get it. It's at 16-1 right now. So
yeah, good narrative. You got Tay in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, because Mahomes is like pretty much even money, so that's kind of not worth the play, you know?
Right.
Then I was looking at some other props over on Prize Picks. Unfortunately, I live in California, so I don't have the access to all the good apps over here, so I kind of got to deal with Prize Picks sometimes. So I was looking at Barkley over half a rush reception touchdown. Kelsey over half a rush reception touchdown. I got Hunt on over 45.5 rush yards. I got Jalen Hurts over 255 pass/rush yards. And I took Butker over 7.5 kick points.
Buck, your 7.5 kick points in the dome. I like that a lot. A lot of good chalk there. Parlay that together. Obviously, that's a prize pick situation.
Yeah, that one, it doesn't pay great. It's about 22.5 to 1. So you throw $100, like 2,200,
sure.
Something like that.
Nothing wrong with that.
But, that's not like financial advice. I mean, I would maybe individually,
What is the River Monster financial advice of the day? If I could get that.
Oh man. The financial advice of the day is, I'll go buy some crypto right now because it's kind of tanking. It's a good time to buy.
Ooh, get low on the crypto. I like that. Question from our RC Jenner here. Bruford T Justice wants to know: does your Super Bowl pick match the Uncle's Super Bowl pick and hit that 90% era?
I haven't talked to my uncle yet about the Super Bowl pick, but
okay.
Definitely hit you back on that and see what he's thinking.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in at 90%. I hope you still lose, but that's that's definitely something to look at.
But hey, next season though, you got to check in with me because maybe I could drop a couple of my picks on you from time to time.
That'll be you're welcome to do that anytime, especially on an Uncle Agreement pick. I love it. River Monster, thanks for joining us. And I know there's no socials you want me to plug because you want to get out of here with a mask over your head. I love it. But thanks for joining us, and we'll have you back in the football season.
Awesome, bro. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thank you. There it is, River Monster, with an interview. That was actual picks from an actual expert.